Good morning, everybody. It is Wow Furion here, and it is 11 o'clock. I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and see exactly what I do as a warlock through each fight. If you want to kind of watch me during raids, we raid Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 to 10 Eastern, every Tuesday and Thursday. And you can catch me there at Wow Furion TTV. Same thing as my YouTube. But, if you like the video, like it. If not, just kind of want to figure out some information. Just, hang in and get ready for some Warlock exploration. Alright, so Vigilant Guardian is very slow for us. Because the Guardians come out, and if you notice, like, my DPS is 5k, but on some of my fights, it's 9k, 8k. So basically, with these enemies, Vigilant Guardian is going to be our highest damage, as with everybody else. But look how much damage we're actually doing to like Custodian. We're doing 160, 170, 230, whereas like Obsidian, who is Maturium, he's doing 500k. And then all these other small lads, he's doing, 250k. But for Guardian, we're doing more damage consistently just because that's what we do. We do high damage single target. There's no one that's going to do more to Vigilant Guardian than we are, just because that's how we roll. We focus on what we want to kill, and then we blast it. So the reason this is like a shitty fight for us is because we're going to be bottom of the barrel until Guardian comes out, and then we blast Guardian. I would say pop your cooldowns during the second Custodian. Blow the Custodian up. By the time Vigilant Guardian rolls out, you'll have Tyrant again. You'll pop Tyrant right when Vigilant Guardian comes out, and then by the time you hit Lust Phase, which is at 15%, you will have Tyrant up again. And that's when we'll kind of spike up, and that's when we'll start slowly moving up the list until we pass everybody. Had the fight lasted a little bit longer, we would have been at top. But I would recommend, when doing this fight, set your lock gates up in such a way that you can kind of grab an orb, take the lock gate, Night Fae ability, drop it off. I was running orbs. I was doing it very fast, consistently. Very, very easy fight for us. This is such an easy kill. The Sausage is actually really fucking shitty for us. We still did the most damage, but it's a terrible fight for us just because when we want to be in our burst phase and be really stationary, we're losing a lot of damage because the Sausage has a lot of movement abilities that we have to get out of, or they'll pretty much one-shot you. Overall, very good fight. Basically what I would say is pop your Tyrant on pull, blast. Hero is on pull, so we're gonna be, we're gonna be seeing a lot of our damage come right here. Boom, 24k on the rip. We kind of spike. You'll see every Tyrant phase right here. But if you look at the difference in so this one is gonna be Tyrant with PI and Bloodlust, and then it's gonna be Tyrant, and then it's gonna be Tyrant with PI. And then it's going to be Tyrant. Then it's going to be Tyrant with PI. And then it's going to be Tyrant. So, we have our Holy Priest funneling me Tyrant PIs, which is required, really. Consistently, I would still do a lot of damage even without PI. But it's just, PI is so good for Tyrant phase because we want that added haste. You want that, the IQD to just give you like 900 haste off the rip. But this fight's super easy. Just kind of pop cooldowns. There's not really many mechanics. Just like pop your cooldowns when you know you don't have to move, which is going to be like right after a ring phase. Super easy fight. But let's see. Prototype Pantheon, we swap to Affliction. No one's going to touch you in damage if you're Affliction other than another Affliction Warlock. Double dot. When ads come out, just dot everything around the room. Pop your burst as big as you can, and then just rip everything. If we go all enemies, Prototype of War. He's going to summon ads. You got to kill those ads. Those ads are called Necrotic Ritualist. All we do is we don't really focus on these guys. We throw our dots out, and then we'll kind of hit them with Malefic Rapture from across the room. For the most part, you want to focus Absolution. Absolution should have your most damage. And then, like, Renewal will also have the same amount of damage, roughly, because they share a pull. And then Duty, Spanked, which also shares a health pool with War. So if you look, I did, almost the most damage to both of those. And then Absolution, I did second most. And then Renewal, I did fifth most. So it's like we take the damage that we're doing to these guys and we add them together. And that's kind of what gives us our damage. But this fight's super good. You want to just pretty much go Affliction for this fight. I wouldn't recommend going any other spec. Maybe Cleave with Destruction. But even then, like during the 4-target phase, Affliction will just blast so much here. Let's see. Lehuvim was super easy. We pulled it one time and killed it. That's probably why you'll see our parses be fairly low. But like I said again, did we not hero in this fight? What? Okay, so I guess we just didn't hero. But if you look, bro, where did we not hero this fight? We have hero, right? We have Obsidian. Okay, well our shaman wasn't here, so our shaman's usually what can. So we didn't even hero this fight. It was so easy. You open up 18k. You go down. You see another tyrant. 12k. Another tyrant. 23k. And you kind of stabilize. Really easy fight. You just focus on the guardians. Don't save your cooldowns for the little ads, because you'll be sitting there with a tyrant's thumb in his ass. Pop your cooldowns on the boss. Like, it's not like, I know you want to get your damage on the ad so it doesn't spawn, but the rest of your group can handle that. You focus your fucking tyrant on Lehuvim, and you're good. Let's see. Was that all of our? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Anduin is 6, right? Where's Hosendog? Let's see. I'm not seeing the full logs here. Just give me a second. Halandris the Reclaimer. Okay, so this was recorded by someone else. Halandris, super easy fight. Halandris, basically what we did in order to get a 94 item level parse was we positioned ourselves towards the original door anyway, so that when we pulled, he would have to walk through us, and then we would pop Tyrant, and we would kind of teleport away after Tyrant was down, gate down, and then stand at the end where the wall was, let the little balls blow you back. And what we do is we'd pop Tyrant while he's walking towards us. That way we never have to physically like move while he's coming at us. And then we never have to move out of our Dreamweaver. We never have to really kind of focus on any kind of mechanics. We just let him walk through us while he's going to the next phase. Tyrant's pumping the whole time. That's really the only thing you can do. This is a melee-based fight. It's good for melee. That's just pretty much what you're going to have to handle. Do that every phase. Just kind of teleport, run as far forward as you can, kind of pop your cooldowns, stand there, let him run through you, run back through him, run down, and then once you get in the last phase, you kind of just blast. And if you want to check out just my damage and see where it was phased up on pull, here's another Tyrant, and then he's running with a Tyrant, hitting him the whole time, down, running with another Tyrant, hitting him all the way down. Then you see the damage go down right here and here. This is kind of where he's still running. And then he gets back into position, and boom, Tyrant again. So this fight was actually, I got another Tyrant off right at the end. It's kind of hidden behind these numbers, but right at this, like, pop your Tyrants on cooldowns on this fight. You're going to be removing a lot. You're going to be chasing this guy down. But ultimately, this is a one-shot boss. Very easy. Anduin. We didn't kill Anduin, but I do have some logs, and I do have details on how to handle it. It was very rough for us to do, because This fight is so perfect that you have to do everything correct. So we wiped. This is the 23rd wipe. This is just our best percent chance. We pulled 30 times on this fight. This was just our best attempt. And the reason I'm picking this one is because this is kind of where everything fell into place. Everything just went right. Now, the fight isn't hard. The fight is mechanical, but it's not hard. And basically what we did was we had a group of 5 people and a group of 9 people. So our first group consisted of St. Jude, our 1 healer, and then 3 DPS. Good Friday, Jonah Hill, and I'm Not Prepared. And then our other group, respectively, had 2 healers, 1 tank, and then the rest of the DPS, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically how we handled this fight was we sent my group in first. We only had to get 40. Consistently, we would get 45 to 50% of the bar. And then the second group would go in, and they would have to get 60. But since the first group would kind of make up for 5 to 10 of the check, that leaves us. So if my group goes down, what we would do is we would focus the despair. Our healers would heal the hope, and then what's the other one, like anguishment? I don't know. The 4 little ads. So we would focus the big ad down. We would tank the big ad on top of a small ad. That is when we pop Tyrant. So on pull, you're looking really slow. So here, I'll just go ahead and give you the damage breakdown on, and you'll see how much damage we really fucking did. It was terrible. It was really bad. Like, look here. Look at this. Look, we're down at 2K right now. Like, it's a bad fight for us to start, and then we go down in our phase, and we pop a Tyrant, but we don't really have any, so right here, this 12K on pull, we pop our Tyrant about a minute or so in, which is going to be right here where it spikes, and then we come out, and we just kind of stabilize. We're doing no damage, really, and then second group comes out, and we all meet up, and boom. Just look at that. That's just insane amounts of damage. You're just chunking out 75k DPS, 61k DPS. This is 2 Tyrant phases, mind you. This is resets after resets, just having 2 Tyrant phases during that. And then this is another one where it's I even hit even more. This was without Bloodlust, so I hit even more. And that's if my top damage isn't even Tyrant on this one. It's Implosion and Fellstorm. And the reason being is because when you get in here, you get a bunch of ads, and you have to kill those ads. So don't think that your damage on those ads is pointless, because if you don't kill those small little ads, once you come out, you're going to have a heal debuff that's spanking you in the ass. So what we do is we just let big ads group up. We kind of set up our Tyrant, throw up, and just fucking boom. We're going to throw an Implosion and a Demonic Storm, and it's going to fucking hit. You're going to see your damage. Basically, I was twice the next guy's damage, just because the sheer amount of force that you do in this phase. Let's see. I think the only person that was relatively close to me was Swift. Yeah, so Swift was able to keep up with me and even pass me on some of these damage checks. So here I kind of ran King with Lust, and then here he kind of passed me with his Combust. But if you look at Cello, who's a Demon Hunter, you look at Combo, all these guys, they can't do anything. They can't catch us. Okay, Prepared, he was able to get a nice little damage, but if you look consistently, he's not able to catch me. He's not able to catch our Mage. Kennelly's a healer. Obsidian, I mean, he's going to be alright, but none of these guys are going to be able to touch us in terms of damage, because we have just so much, and then we have, your Mages and your Demon Hunter, or your Warlocks are just going to blast on this phase just because of that. And if we would have seen a Monk or, something really big with uncapped AoE that could just bust, it would have probably been a lot better. But this fight is really good for us if you layer your Implosion and your Failstorm down, you'll see a lot of damage going out. So the way I would pop your cooldowns in this phase is hold them for the boss. Once you go down and under, you're going to go down in first phase. You're going to pop Tyrant. You're going to pop Vile Fiend, Pop Vile Fiend on cooldown. Even at the start of the fight, pop Vile Fiend and pop. You can actually pop Tyrant on pull too, and that's what I did on this pull. If you see, where we kind of got up to 11k, stabilized down, and then the 6k is like another Tyrant phase. If you're using Wilfred's, you can pop a Tyrant every minute, and that's about how long the first phase lasts. So ultimately, I would say Tyrant on first phase, right on pull, go down, you pop Tyrant, you come out, you kind of just stabilize, you just dodge stars, meet your partner with Blasphemy, and then just make sure you're like, pop a Mortal Coil inside the heal check, and then Drain Life. You'll see that I casted Drain Life kind of a good little bit, just trying to, you know, stabilize some of the heals. Mortal Coil, let's see, let's go to Healing Done. You know, I just wanted to do a little bit of something, trying to get the heal checks through. We have a lot of healing naturally, just absorbs it, and then just, you know, pop a Drain Life or two, like trying to heal just slightly for the check, and if you're getting low, just kind of walk out, and then your next group will come out. You guys will go into the next phase. You'll do 200% increased damage, and you'll take 90% reduced damage. I kind of stayed out of the group, and then we just kind of blasted, and then did the same thing, reversed. But that's the reason we did it reversed is because we had a smaller group and a bigger group. Our smaller group would go down first, and our bigger group would pop bigger cooldowns. Like, for example, you have like Shadow Blades. If you look, like on combo, he's got Shadow Blades. And if you, let's see, so he's got Shadow Blades that he pops, and if he pops it on pull, which he did, and then he pops it during the down phase, he gets it during Anduin phase, then he gets it during down phase again, then he gets it one more time, and then he gets it during Anduin again. So if you see where I did it, I was able to pop Tyrant on pull, then Tyrant in the first phase. We didn't pop Tyrant until we did Anduin, and then we popped Tyrant again during the phase, and then we had Tyrant super long because we're able to just reset Tyrant easily. So I would say save your cooldowns for Anduin if you know what's coming up. Other than that, just pop your Tyrants when you do them, because this fight is so easy if you get your mechanics right. So if you look, Combustion was here, Slight here, like, so this was like the main phase, and then down phase, and then damage phase, and then down phase. Like, it's just like, this was, so you can see where down phase is, because Chi-Ji was popped to heal, and then Chi-Ji was popped again to heal. Let's see, Fallen Order, is it here? Yeah, Fallen Order. One of our shits popped here, which is right where you see kind of Chi-Ji. Super good fight. It's just very, very, very particular. So that's basically what I would do as a Warlock to kind of get through these fights and, you know, see, you know, decent parses. If you like the video, you know, give me a like, give me a follow, subscribe, click the bell. But if you didn't like it, just drop a comment, tell me what I could do better. But other than that, have a great day and a wonderful afternoon.